I mean, have you had this experience that when you start doing the right thing, people just kind of hate you? I don't think it's just my anti-charisma that seems to summon this beast in the world. But have you ever had this experience where when you really start trying to figure out and do the right thing, I mean, people just kind of hate you. Right? So if I'm starting to be honest, right? So let's say honesty is a virtue. Honesty is a virtue. So when you start to be, and this, I think, hey, this is how I got it, right? Okay, this is also how you get it. How do you differentiate between your inner conscience and interjects from abusers? You tell the truth to your abusers. If you tell the truth to your abusers, they will attack you for that. And then you can clearly differentiate your inner conscience saying telling the truth from your abusers who are attacking you for telling the truth and being honest. It's in conversation directly with the abusers that reveals your true conscience. That's why I suggest it. Oh my gosh. Hey, wasn't it a good idea? I've been doing that for 18 years. That's how you find your true conscience. Because they can't say, I want you to lie. I want you to misrepresent things. I want you to not have a history. I want you to lie to me. So you tell the truth to your abusers. You tell the truth to your abusers. When they attack you for telling the truth, you have just revealed the false implanted conscience. And then you see it. If you have so that which you have a commitment to the truth about, whatever gets attacked is the false implanted, abusive, quote, conscience. It's the pretend conscience. It's the camouflaged conscience. Because you've got some basic, simple things, right? So hit me with a why. If you remember me being out there in the world for quite a long time telling the truth and people rabidly attacking me for it, and not telling a subjective, a personal truth, telling objective, factual, psychological, scientific, real truths, right? You came after him? Well, isn't that polite of you? Right, so I was out there telling the truth, and I was attacked for telling the truth. So telling the truth can't be immoral. And so everyone who attacks you for telling the truth is an interject from an abuser. Does that make sense? Since the story of your enslavement. Yeah, that was, I mean, my most popular video and one of the first ones to be censored, right? Say that one more time. Okay, so how do you differentiate between your inner conscience, which may have legit issues, and interjects from abusers, from abusive statements? Well, one thing you do is you tell the truth, and whoever attacks you for telling the truth, including within your own mind, right? So hit me with a why. If you've had this experience, let's say with abusive parents or something like that, if you've had abusive parents, you want to go and tell them the truth about your abuse, and you're terrified. You're terrified to go and talk, right? And you're, see, here's the thing. You're terrified to tell the truth to your parents who punished you for lying when you were a kid. Shouldn't you be, logically, shouldn't you be terrified of lying to people who always punished you for, quote, lying as a kid? Somebody says, yes, truth got me drugged with SSRIs as a kid. Yeah, I'm bored. You're boring. This education is boring. It's all boring. This works as an adult, says someone. The violation of UPP is what happens if the kid does tell their abusers the truth. My biggest regret is only finding this community in 2014, 7 years too late. Telling the truth to my parents destroyed my relationship, but it saved my life. No, it did not destroy your relationship. I'm sorry, but you're lying about telling the truth. I'm not saying it's conscious. Telling the truth to your parents did not destroy your relationship at all. No, there was no relationship. All there was subjugation. All there was enslavement to violence. No, but they behaved completely unexpectedly, but not out of line of our entire history. There is... How can there be a relationship if you're terrified to tell the truth? How can there be a relationship if you're unbelievably terrified to tell the truth? That's not a relationship. That's an enslavement. I've been working so hard, my watch thinks I'm exercising. Like my brain is literally melting from this exertion. There's no relationship if you're terrified of telling the truth. Holly says, I told my parents the truth, got back exactly what I expected, yet it still hurt like crap. Yes. Yeah, listen, man. Rehab hurts. Taking the Band-Aid off hurts. Pulling burrs out of your hair can hurt. There can be no relationship if you practice self-erasure. Well, but Manuel, it's not a practice. There can be no relationship if telling the truth destroys the relationship. There never was a relationship. If telling the truth destroys the relationship, there never was a relationship. The reason why we're so frightened is not because we're afraid of what might happen. It's because we know exactly what will happen because it has already always happened. Standing up to my mother got her to walk away from me. No more abuse. How is that my loss? I don't know many people who think I'm a great guy and happy to know me. Whose loss is them walking away? Right? I was always the angry kid, but when I brought up the truth with my parents, they got angry. Yeah. My father said our relationship was great before I started telling the truth. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but yeah, because it served his vanity needs, right? It served his narcissistic needs. And when you stop serving people's narcissistic needs, then you're kind of like like back in the days when you had vacuum tube televisions, you just have to thump them on the top sometimes to get the picture to work. They just, thump you until you obey them again. My father would work 5 to 6 months away from home at a time.